Hello again, everyone. This is Randy, your sewing machine man. We're looking at a 66 class Singer that was the pride and joy of November 23rd, 1910. This is an awesome machine. Now, I don't like to recondition machines, and I'm not a reconditioner, but sometimes they bring them to me if they're real good customers, and I like them a lot, and I feel like doing it. I know it sounds snobby and elitist, but it takes a lot of time to get one of these back in shape. A real good customer brought me this, just wanted to look better than it did. And trust me, it looks better than it did. I don't do the before and after thing. It's just too much of a pain because sometimes it gets to be like a contest. Somebody else, I got one that's even worse than that. Nope. If they don't have rust on them, if it's just got a little patina issue, it's got some old oil, if it's been sitting a long time, it's got dust on it and stuff like that, they can be brought back to looking like this in a couple hours. And this is a sparkling little red eye. This is a beautiful red eye machine that's very popular for folks that want to put the hand cranks on them. You can put a motor, there's a bolt on the side, you can put a motor on there and put it in a regular cabinet. It's a regular international cutout. It fits in a treadle, of course. It's a treadle machine, but some people want to make them into treadles, and I get them going as treadles quite often. Sometimes they want to motorize them in the treadle stand, and that's good too. Put a little belt on it and away you go. They'll sew like a house of fire. They have a 66 class system, and I told you earlier about the 15 class. This is the 66 class. This is the bobbin that sits in there, and quite often this gets broken off. This is a very pricey, little hard to find item. This is your bobbin case. So if you ever get one of these and you want to get it out of there, there's a screw over here that you loosen. Let me show this to you because this is very important. There's a screw that's right there, just inside. You take that screw and it loosens, and this will lift right out, and you can clean it and put it back in. People get confused and they pry on it and it snaps off. It's cast metal with chrome plating on it. It's very strong, but it's very fragile. If you were to drop it on a hard surface, that would break and shatter. So nice little machine, 66 class drop-in bobbin. Right now it's clean as a whistle. Took it all apart, cleaned it all out, put it all together. I'm more concerned with it being functional, making a beautiful stitch, which it does, making sure the bobbin winder works, make sure the pressure works and the stitch length works. It doesn't have a reverse, it just has long and short. That's your choices on the stitch. There's no back stitch. It hadn't been invented yet. At least Singer didn't have access to it until they probably bought somebody out and got their patent for it. But it sews a real nice stitch, and it's real freewheeling. The daggone thing is just like a perpetual motion machine. You get it oiled up and away you go. So everything's been taken apart, oiled, put back together, and internally it's all oiled, and it's just a real nice machine. One of the nicest ones I've gotten in a long time, and I enjoy working on them, especially when I'm done. When I sit down to work on them, I know I've got a couple good hours ahead of me of meticulous work. And I see people that do this, they're reconditioners, and I respect them because they take these to the next level, like when you go down and get your car washed as opposed to get it detailed. This is more like a wash job than it is a detail job, because you can get in really. I was at a quilt retreat not too long ago out at Joe Lynn's and at the Rock House in Santo out there in Davenport, and there was a lady in there, a young lady, and she had some machines, and she was taking them down to the nth degree and doing the McGuire's polish and putting them back together. That's what she did, and she did a real nice job. I was impressed at the meticulous way they do it. I just make them look better. You want to put this on a shelf and admire it. A lot of folks do that. I'd make sure it was very stout shelf, because this is cast iron. This is not a lightweight machine. It's a heavy little guy. So what I do is I get the I say 4/0, and people go, what the heck does that mean? Well, it's there's double aught here. Aught is O from the old days. Double aught. Where's that 4/0? I had a 4/0 over here. But you know, you get the real fine steel wool. It starts out like this. It ends up looking like this when you use it a while. But you polish these parts. You take them apart and you polish them. They're chrome plated, nickel plated, all kinds of plated. This over here is starting to wear off. It's starting to show a little bit of where the acids and stuff from the hand and stuff got into the metal. You can see some spots there where the plating's coming off. But if you spend some time with these, you can really, and I mean spend some time, you can really make them look nice. All the plates and stuff, get everything looking real pretty on it. But it's a labor of love, and it has to come from a lot of elbow grease and a whole lot of time. Get the bobbin winder working like a charm, which it does. And I mean, these things were machined and made to such a perfecting standard, so you can spend that, and it's winding the bobbin, goes back and forth real pretty. So nice machines made by very skilled craftsmen at the Singer factories. This one was made before they were getting ready to take off for Thanksgiving, November the 23rd, 1910, and they did a real nice job of making a beautiful machine. And all the decal work on the red eye, when it's in this nice a shape, someone took real good care of this. This was someone's pride and joy, and they took real good care of it. And so it's a beautiful stitch. It's got a brand new 2024 Singer needle in there, because it's a standard needle, standard bobbin. It's still state of the art as far as getting a nice machine and wanting to use it. If you find one of these, it's this kind of shape, you get sewing machine oil, which is highly refined mineral oil, and you put it on here. You don't use a Windex, you don't use any kind of a cleanser, any kind of a cleaner. Zoop, the stuff will come right off. So someone, for how many years is that, from 1910 till now, 130 and 110 years, 113 years, they managed to not goof this up. So whoever had this was brilliant, and it looks nice, and I'm very proud to get it back to the customer. She's going to be very happy with it. The Singer 66 class red eye of November 23rd, 1910. You can get one of these for 100 or 200 or 300, whatever they go for. You'll be glad you did. It's pretty. Thanks.